Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for the segment, we have Lena Haas, Principal and Head of Wealth Management Advice and Solutions at Edward Jones, to discuss preparing for potential Cannonball and Curveball events in retirement. Lena, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Hello, thanks so much for having me here.
You got it. Tell us about Edward Jones' latest study on resilient choices and course corrections.
Yes, absolutely. So we've partnered with AgeWave to survey over 12,000 people. And we really wanted to understand what are the different choices that people make to ensure that they don't just survive, that they really thrive in retirement. And what we found is that, firstly, reaffirmation for 4 key ingredients that are really essential to success in retirement. And that is sense of personal purpose, family and ability to spend time with those you loved, health and well-being, and last but certainly not least, financials. And then the second thing that we found is that 93% of retirees said that what is really important is to have a plan and be prepared. But then, of course, life will happen. And so when the unexpected, curveballs, minor things, or cannonballs, potentially really major derailers, come to people's way, the question is, what do you do with it? And it's so important to be ready to adjust, to make course corrections, to have the mindset of adaptability.
What are course corrections? And did your research look at whether women navigate course corrections differently than men?
Yes, so course corrections are positive actions that pre-retirees and retirees take that are oftentimes in response to those derailers or curveball and cannonball events that happen their way. And just for context there, 3 out of 4 people say that they've experienced those derailing events, and it's even higher, over 80% among women. And so that what we saw is that when women go into retirement, they are less prepared financially, and they're less prepared in terms of their plan. We saw that, women are oftentimes still the major caretakers for somebody in the family. They oftentimes have to step away from their careers for various reasons. And so when they have to still deal with the pay gap that unfortunately exists. And so people have less women have less financial foundation. And so when it comes to adjustments, this was really, really interesting. We saw that women are very willing and in fact, very frequently make adjustments in the area of personal purpose, health choices, and spending time with family. But they make significantly fewer proactive adjustments in the financials area. And so we saw that they are much less likely to adjust their budget, reduce debt, and in particular, much less likely to do anything proactive with how they invest, with how they think about their portfolios. And so when we think in terms of what is the opportunity here, it's to give women that education, that confidence, so that they understand that making proactive choices and then responding to the curveballs and cannonballs that come their way in the financial category is important, makes a huge difference, just like on the other 3 areas. And so for us, ensuring that financial advisors are there to guide them through the journey and make them feel empowered and run through the scenarios, that is really, really important outcome of the research.
Is there anything else women can be doing to best prepare for retirement if they're worried about saving enough?
Absolutely. So first, the basics. Women have an opportunity to look at their debt, and especially with current high interest rate environment, how can you look at your high interest debt and eliminate and minimize that? Secondly, increase savings. Vast majority of retirees said that their one advice is that they have started to save earlier and saved more. And thirdly, create a comprehensive plan And this is really, really important. Don't approach plan just in terms of financials. Look at and very honestly ask yourself, what is important to me? What is important perhaps to my family in terms of living the best life that is purposeful, has the wellness and health components, allows you to see those you love, and that's supported by the financials pillar. And so what we saw is that those who work with financial advisors, overwhelmingly, about 70% of retirees say that they really want to have that holistic financial planning, and they want to test drive various scenarios so that when an unexpected event happens, they know, okay, this is my plan B and this is my plan C. And so for women especially, it's very important to get that trusted financial professional to guide them through the opportunities that are available to them.
And finally, Lena, in the last minute here in the research, was there anything else that was particularly unexpected?
Yes, so contrary to a lot of the headlines out there that young people are having all the fun, what we saw is that retirees actually say they're feeling happier, they are feeling more free, they're feeling more resilient and less anxious than the younger people we surveyed. And so this really emphasizes that retirement can be a wonderful next chapter in life. And then lastly, I was just delighted to see a confirmation that when people volunteer, they report that they're feeling happier and more resilient and more active mentally, more active physically, have that purpose to why they get out of bed every morning. And it was just such a cool confirmation that doing good is actually good for you.
All right, Lena, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thanks so much for having me here.